शुक्लाम्बरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये। रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेधसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीतायाः पतये नमः। कूजन्तं राम रामेति मधुरं मधुराक्षरम् आरुह्य कविताशाखां वन्दे वाल्मीकिकोकिलम्। अञ्जनानन्दनं वीरं जानकी शोकनाशनं कपीशमक्षहन्तारं वन्दे लङ्काभयङ्करम्। नमोऽस्तु रामाय सलक्ष्मणाय देव्यै च तस्यै जनकात्मजायै। नमोऽस्तु रुद्रेन्द्रयमानिलेभ्यो नमोऽस्तु चन्द्रार्कमरुद्गणेभ्यः। ॐ नमः परमहंसास्वादितचरणकमलचिन्मकरन्दाय भक्तजनमानसनिवासाय श्रीरामचन्द्राय ॐ। So, we have been seeing Ayodhya Kandam, first Sarga. We have reached up to, I think, 32nd shloka we have finished. So the 32nd shloka itself is a continuation of many shlokas, I think. So from 38th onwards perhaps. So apradhrishyascha sangrame kruddhairapi surasuraih anasuyojita krodho na tripto na chamatsari navagneyascha bhutanam na cha kalavashanugaha evam shrestha gunairyuktah prajanam parthivatmajah sammatasthrishu lokeshu vasudhayah क्षमा गुणैः बुद्ध्या बृहस्पतेस्तुल्यो वीर्ये चापि शचीपतेः. Till here we have finished. बुद्ध्या बृहस्पतेस्तुल्यः वीर्ये चापि शचीपतेः. So in his buddhi he is as though to be compared with Brihaspati, and in his prowess he is to be as though compared with Shachipati, which is Indra. See, Indra is supposed to be the Abhimani Devata for Balam. So Indro me bale shritah. So Bala Indra is supposed to be the Adhidevata for Balam. Therefore, for Viryam, it's a very nice apt comparison. And also Indra is the Paramatma, in Vaidika literature. So they compare with Indra. So Indro Maya Bhihi Pururupayate. So Jiva is also called Indra. And all that is there. So very nicely, Shachipatehe, Virye Shachipatehe Tulyaha. Now we have to see 33rd verse onwards. तथा सर्व प्रजाकान्तैः प्रीति संजननैः पितुः गुणैर्विरुरुचे रामो दीप्तः सूर्य इवांशुभिः. So now he is concluding so many gunas he has been saying in general about Rama. So beautiful, many gunas we have seen. So now he is kind of concluding all that. तथा सर्व प्रजाकान्तैः Pituhu Priti Sanjananaihi Gunaihi Ramaha Viruruche. So this entire verse is an example for what we call in Alankara Shastra as Prativastupama. So Prativastupama Alankara is different from Upamana Alankara. So this Upamana Alankara is just giving a simile, So if you say Chandravadana, your face is like Chandra, suppose you say. So that becomes Upamana. So Upama, it is called Upama Alankara. This is called Prativastupama. This is a more beautiful way. Every Alankara is beautiful anyway. So the difference is in Prativastupama. So the same dharma is expressed in the Upamana and the Upameya possibly using generally two different words are used, but the same dharma is shown in the Upamana and the Upameya. Upamana means the example and Upameya means the exemplified. So in the example and exemplified, two different vakyas will be there, two different words also will be there, but the same dharma will be explained. That is called Prativastupama Alankara. So this verse is an example. You see, when Valmiki wrote Ramayana, he didn't have all these Alankara Shastras with him. Alankara Shastras came much, much later than Valmiki. So these Alankarikas over many centuries, actually they have developed their Alankara Shastra, and those Shastras, so if you see in the order, chronological order, many Shastras have come and kind of the ultimate Shastra, so after which there has not been any original contribution. That Shastra is called Rasagangadhara by that famous Jagannatha Panditaraya. So he has written a text called Rasagangadhara. That is kind of the last original contribution in Alankara Shastra. If you start with Kavya Alankara Sutras, etc., from there if you begin, see these Shastras have come much later, but using those Shastras, people find out mistakes in even great poets like Kalidasa, etc. But in Valmiki, you see, he didn't have all those Shastras. Still, very beautifully, all the things that have been described later, you can see in Valmiki's Kavyam itself. So Valmiki, I have been telling again and again, the most, what should I say, the pinnacle of poetry in India. So when I say pinnacle of poetry, so Valmiki's Shabda might be very simple. In fact, it is very much simple. I remember, so all this I have said, so it is simple. but the meaning that he conveys is extremely profound. And you will see, as even we see Ayodhya Kanda, so much was not explicit in Balakanda perhaps, but Ayodhya Kanda onwards, you will see how beautiful, how beautifully he has written his kavyam. Be that as it may, now I've been saying Prativastu Upamalankara. So here you can see Prativastu Upamalankara, how Ramaha Gunaihi Viruruche, that is one statement. And Suryaha Amshubhihi Deeptaha. Now Iva you don't bother. Iva might be for Upama, it will be there. For Prativastu Upama, Iva means like. So Iva might be there or might not be there also. That is not the relevant point. The point is there are two different sentences here. Suryaha Amshubhihi Deeptaha, Ramaha Gunaihi Viruruche. It's the same meaning. Viruruche means shining forth. And Deeptaha also was shining forth. So sun is shining forth with his rays. Rama is shining with his gunas. So now two different statements are given, but the same dharma is there in both. What is the dharma? Shining is the dharma. So this is called Prativastu Upamalankara. I have told you that in Balakanda I haven't touched on these Alankarika things, but from Ayodhya Kanda onwards we will discuss. So I have mentioned this. Ramaha Gunaihi Viruruche, Suryaha Amshubhihi Deeptaha. It's the same meaning. So Tatha Sarva Prajakantaihi Gunaihi. What kind of gunas they are? Sarva Prajakantaihi Gunaihi. That is, it is very attractive to all the prajas of Ayodhya. So all of them find Rama's gunas very exceedingly dear to them. We have seen, so Rama, so Smita Purva Bhibhashi Cha, Purva Bhashi, Priyam Vadaha, all that we have seen. He will be the first one to kind of, when somebody is coming, he will be the first one to acknowledge their presence, and then he will greet them first. He will speak pleasingly. He has the welfare of people in mind. He knows how to tax, how much to tax, all that we have seen. So therefore all those gunas are Sarva Prajakanta gunas. That is Sarva Prajakantaihi Gunaihi Ramaha Viduruche. And then not just for others, even for his father, those gunas were extremely beautiful, for extremely endearing. So you can put it two ways. Sometimes when the children are very good, so I keep telling like this to my mother, so jokingly, of course, that is, so I have all the gunas that others will appreciate, you will not appreciate, something like that. So these gunas, so if you are too good for, so two good people are better off staying somewhere else, not with you, something like that. So the Sarva Prajakantaihi Gunaihi Ramaha Viruruche. But those gunas are something that Dasharatha also extremely likes. So Sri Rama is such a great person. He has so nice gunas. Dasharatha is also very happy with those gunas. So Pituhu Priti Sanjananaihi Gunaihi Ramaha Viruruche. Those same gunas that are very pleasing or very extremely dear to the Praja are also dear to his father. That is to Dasharatha. Why? Because those are the gunas that Dasharatha expects in his future heir. You know, he has to continue the Ikshvaku lineage. So Dasharatha is very happy that Rama is going to be a very dear king. We will see all that in the next 2-3 chapters itself. We will be very happy as soon as Dasharatha announces the news about his decision about Rama's coronation, etc. So Rama is also happy, and Dasharatha is also, so people are also happy, and Dasharatha is also very happy. So Ramaha Gunaihi, so Gunaihi Viruruche, like even Suryaha Amshubhihi Deeptaha. Amshubhihi means, Amshu means rays, Amshubhihi by the rays. So sun shines by his rays, Rama shines by his gunas. That shining is the common dharma. It's expressed in using one word in the Upamana in Surya, and in Rama the Upameya, the exemplified, some other word is used, but the same dharma is spoken about. That is the definition for Prativastu Upamalankara. तथा सर्वप्रजाकान्तैः प्रीतिसञ्जननैः पितुः गुणैर्विरुरुचे रामो दीप्तसूर्य इवांशुभिः. Now what commentators are saying? So kantaihi ishtaihi tatha. So kantaihi means, so sarva praja kantaihi means sarva praja ishtaihi, something that even the people want in their kingdom. We have seen Ikshvaku kings have the system that, so if somebody is not pleased, somebody is causing harm or trouble to the praja, so that person will be banished. Even if he is the king's own son, he doesn't become the immediate next king. So he will be, we have seen all that in Asamanjasa story. So these praja, so sarva praja kantaihi gunaihi, Rama's gunas are something that the praja also welcome. So therefore kantaihi means ishtaihi. Tatha pituhu priti sanjananaihi gunaihi, so kiranaihi viruruche. So these gunas itself are the kiranas for Rama. So this Rama Surya is shining with the kiranas called gunas, like even Surya is shining with his own guna. That was Tilakakara. Now Shiromanikara. So sarva praja kantaihi nikhila prajavat प्रजा वांछितैः तथा प्रीति पितुः प्रीतिसञ्जनैः गुणैः अंशुभिः किरणैः दीप्तः सूर्य इव रामो विरुरुचे. The same thing. सर्वप्रजाकान्तैः स्त्रीबालयुववृद्धानां प्रियैः. Now that Sarva Govindaraja is nicely explaining. So सर्वप्रजाकान्तैः means who is that Sarva Praja? So Stri, Bala, Yuva, Vruddha, everybody. So the women and then children and then elders, young people, everybody likes the gunas that Rama has. So Preeti Sanjananaihi Drishtantarthamidam Pituriva Sarvesham Preeti Priyaihi Tyarthaha. So Pituhu Preeti Sanjananaihi. So Govindaraja is telling Pituriva Sarvesham Priyaihi. So by saying that so by saying that Rama's gunas are liked by Praja and Rama's gunas are liked by his Pita Dasharatha also, it shows that so people also have that love towards Rama as though he is their own son. That's the idea. So evam bhuta gunaihi Ramaha swataha sundaraha swato deeptaha suryaha amshubhiriva viruruche. Now suryaha amshubhihi suryaha deeptaha, that is given as the example to show that so the rays is something very natural to the sun. The sun being what it is, it will emit rays. Like that, Rama being what he is, he will exhibit these gunas. That is the idea of giving the sun as an example, because it is very natural to him, very innate to Rama, that these gunas will be expressed in him. तथा सर्वप्रजाकान्तैः प्रीतिसञ्जननैः पितुः गुणैर् विरुरुचे रामो दीप्तसूर्य इवांशुभिः तमेवं वृत्तसम्पन्नम् अप्रधृष्य पराक्रमं लोकनाथोपमं नाथमकामयत मेदिनी. So not just people, not just Dasharatha, even Medini, as though the entire earth itself desires Rama to be its king. So akamayata Medini, that Medini means Prithvi. So Lokanathopamam Natham Akamayata Medini. So Medini Natham Akamayata. Medini means Prithvi. So Prithvi means you take the Abhimani Devata. So that Abhimani Devata of Prithvi. So she wanted Rama to be her ruler. So even Prithvi was desiring Rama's coronation. That's this. So this is all build up to Dasharatha's announcement. He's going to make the announcement. He's going to make up his mind now, and then the next chapter he will make the announcement, and the chapter after that he will reveal to Rama all that we will see. So this is build up to that. So Rama is so great, so many great gunas he has. Those gunas people also like, not just people, as though the entire nature itself is desirous of Rama being the king. Tam evam vritta sampannam. So evam vritta sampannam means so Rama who has such conduct. Vrittam means conduct here. So evam vritta sampannam, Rama who's endowed with such gunas. So a such conduct. Apradhrishya parakramam. So apradhrishya has come so many times so far. So apradhrishya parakramam means Rama's prowess is invincible. Rama is invincible. That's the idea. That is, his prowess is invincible. Apradhrishya parakramam. Lokanathopamam. Rama is like, so this is Upama Alankara. You see, Lokanathopamam Ramam. Rama who's like Lokanatha. Lokanatha means the lord of the entire universe. You can take Indra. So Lokanathopamam Ramam. Medini api Natham Akamayata. This Rama who's like Lokanatha, Medini also wanted this Rama to be her ruler. So Lokanathopamam Medini Natham Akamayata. Akamayata means she desired. She desired that Rama should be the ruler. Tam evam. So tam means that Rama. Tam is, pronoun. Pronoun is always used for paramarsha. All that has been said so far. That Rama means what? That Rama whose gunas we have seen in 33 shlokas beginning from this first sarga of Ayodhya Kanda. That Rama, this Medini also wanted to be her king. Tamevam vritta sampannam apradhrishya parakramam lokanathopamam natham akamayata medini. So next verse also we will see etaistu bahubhir yuktam gunair anupamai sutam drishtva dasharatho raja chakre chintam parantapaha. So etaistu bahubhihi gunaihi yuktam. So sutam. So etaihi means by these. So two means on the other hand this Dasharatha. Two also can mean also. So two, this Pita also, Dasharatha also. Etaihi bahubhihi anupamaihi gunaihi yuktam sutam Raja Dasharataha drishtva chintam chakre parantapaha Dasharataha chintam chakre. So etaihi means by all the aforementioned gunas. The gunas that have been spoken of so far. Etaihi bahubhihi. So many have been spoken of. So we can put a list. So long back I wrote a series of posts like that also of the gunas of first sarga of Ayodhya Kanda. You will see many gunas are there. So you can make out a list how many gunas have been mentioned. So So bahubhihi gunaihi, by so many gunas, this Rama is endowed, yuktam. So who's endowed with so many gunas? So Sutam, his own son. So this Raja Sutam Drishtva, Raja Dasharatha, having seen his son, started thinking. That is the essence of the shloka. So his son means all these are adjectives to that son of Dasharatha, who is Rama. So that son of Dasharatha is endowed with so many great qualities which have been mentioned. Etaihi gunaihi anupamaihi. Anupamaihi means you cannot compare. So you cannot say, you should not say anupamaihi here means Rama's gunas cannot be compared, because so far he has given so many examples, so upamas he has given. So anupamaihi gunaihi means you have to say Rama's gunas like he has, nobody else has, like that you should compare. And not, I hope you're getting what I'm trying to say. You should not say Rama's gunas are matchless, because he has been giving example, he's like that, he's like this, so like he's like Brihaspati in Buddhi, etc. So you should say like Rama has these gunas, nobody else has those gunas. Such gunas Rama is endowed with. So anupamaihi gunaihi yuktam sutam drishtva, having seen him, drishtva. So drishtva, always the twa is there, that always shows. So something else has to be mentioned. So drishtva chintam chakre. So drishtya, so there darshanam is not the final kriya, that's the idea. So ekating vakyam, they say one kriya is there, vakya is finished according to Vaiyakarani. So that is not enough here. So drishtva means that's not the final verb, that's the idea. Drishtva chintam chakre. So chintam chakre, that is the kriya there. Dasharatha. So chintam cha. So Dasharatha, one adjective to Dasharatha also, that is parantapaha. Parantapaha means the scorcher of enemies, they say, so he who can subdue his enemies, that Dasharatha. Who are the enemies here? Dasharatha in his lifetime has performed Ashwamedha Yaga also, we have seen. He has scorched his enemies, put an end to them. But then contextually, this Dasharatha is somebody now who's now desirous of retiring from his, his kingship, etc. So that Dasharatha, who is now desirous of giving up all his kingship, etc. So you can take here, enemies are internal enemies. So that Dasharatha, who has subdued his internal enemies, he has subdued Ragadveshas, that's the idea. So enough, I have ruled this kingdom enough. He is going to say in so many words in the next chapter, and he's going to think something like that also here. So he has ruled enough. Now it is time for the next generation to take up, to catch up. So all that he's going to say. So parantapaha, how is he able to say for 60,000? According to the story, Dasharatha was 60,000 years old. Be that as it may, whatever that figure means, for 60,000 years he ruled. Still, he thought, okay, now is the time that I have to hand over. Rama is about 28 years. We have seen that. So about 28 years for Rama. He thought this is the right time. Rama has to become the king. I have to retire. How is he able to say 60,000 years he has ruled? But then that raga towards the kingdom is not there. So that is the idea of Parantapa here. All this is a build up to the story that is coming up. So that Raja Dasharatha Parantapaha Sutam Drishtva Chintam Chakre. Chintam Chakre means he started thinking. So Chintam Chakre means so he took thinking, something like that. So what it literally means is he took up to thinking. So what it means is that he started thinking. Now, so let's see some commentators. So Tilakakara, evam abhisheka yo upayogi gunashreshthyam uktva rajnyo abhishekechham darshati. So tam evam vritta sampannam. What is that evam there? Evam indicates that this conduct of Rama, these gunas of Rama is something that makes him the most eligible person to be coronated. So having said that, now Dasharatha's Icha is going to be expressed in the remaining shlokas of this sarga. Basic form means so are you asking me for the derivation? Then I have to check. So pradhrishya, so that, yeah, you're saying something.
Yeah. So just the basic word. So apradrishya is just like adjective, right?
Yeah. So pra is, pra and a are suffixes there. So pradhrishya means something. So somebody whom you can so you can kind of conquer. That is pradhrishya. He's apradhrishya, inconquerable. And pra is a suffix to indicate so prakrishtena. So he is somebody who can so very easily you can conquer him. That is pradhrishya. Apradhrishya means it's very difficult to conquer him. That kind of meaning comes up. That a will go even for the adjective, for the word itself, and for the upasarga also. So apradhrishya means it becomes very difficult to conquer him. So the drishya, that I will see and tell you.
Okay. Okay.
Apradhrishya Parakramam. So commentators evam abhijat that Medini tad devata tadvarti prajascha. So Medini, I told you, Abhimani devata. We have something called Abhimani devata. Shankara also says that in Gita Bhashyam, etc. So this Dhumo Anhihi. So this person goes by what is that called? So Uttarayana Marga, Dakshinayana Marga, those things are there. It comes in Gita Bhashyam also. In Gita it comes, and in Bhashyam it comes. There he says. So these means you have to take Abhimani devatas. So we have something called Abhimani devatas. The idea is so like even this deha is an upadhi made of panchabhutas. So there is an upadhi made of sukshma panchabhutas, perhaps more sukshma than our body. And then there is, so as soon as there is an upadhi, you see, so let me just diverge a little. So all elements made, so all, what should I say, all products of panchabhutas can be classified into two types. One set of karyams of panchabhuta or something that can reflect consciousness. Another set, that is another group of products or something that cannot reflect consciousness. So that is the, what we call as jada is the same panchabhuta karya, but it is something that cannot reflect consciousness. And what we call as these chetanopadhis, beginning from trees, creepers, etc., grass and human beings, animals, all of these, they are also the same panchabhuta upadhis only, but this upadhi visesha is that it can reflect consciousness. Like that, there are more subtler forms of upadhis which we call as devatas. So those devatas are also made of the same panchabhutas, and then so their upadhi is such that that can also reflect some consciousness, that we are calling as devata. So that Medini, that is the meaning of Abhimani devata. Like you are thinking, I am this body, the consciousness that is within this body is kind of having an anyonya dhyasa and thinking that I am this body. Like that, the consciousness that is limited conditioned by that upadhi also thinks that I am this devata. That is the meaning of Abhimani devata. So Medini means, Tilakakara is telling, Tilakakara is a Vedanti, so he is using such words. So Medini means Tad Devata. Tad Devata means Tad Abhimani Devata, you can say, or Medini means all the inhabitants of Medini, also thought like that. So this also they say. So Gramaha. So Gramaha Gachati, that Grama is going, they say. Grama is going means what? All the inhabitants of that Grama are leaving. Suppose there's some cyclone or something declared, so the entire village they will evacuate, so that entire village it went, they say. That means the inhabitants of that village went. Similarly, Medini Akamayata means all the inhabitants of Medini Akamayata. Now Govindaraja evam gunasampannatvavat vratasampannam ashrita. Shiromani Kara has taken the patha as evam vratasampannam. So tamevam vratasampannam he has taken. So that he is explaining in that sense. Evam gunasampannatvavat. So like gunasampannatvam has been said so far. Vratasampannam. So as soon as you say vratasampanna, what is the one vrata of Rama that he himself has declared? Of course, it will come later in Ayodhya Kanda. So the one vrata that Rama has said, this is my vrata, is that, so abhayam sarvabhutebhyaha dadamyetad vratam mama sakrideva prapannaya tavasmiti cha yachate abhayam sarvabhutebhyaha dadamyetad vratam mama. This is my vrata, he has said. So if once a person take shelter in Rama, you should take shelter in Rama by saying, Rama, I belong to you. That you should say, tavasmi, so I belong to iti yachate abhayam sarvabhutebhyaha dadami. So I will give him give him abhayam from all bhutas, that is one meaning, and all bhutas I will protect from him, that is also one meaning. So both are included there. Abhayam sarvabhutebhyaha dadami etad vratam mama. So that vrata sampanna means immediately, in the case of Rama, vrata sampanna has come, these people immediately will bring in that and say, what is that vrata? Ashrita samrakshana rupa vrata sampannam apradhrishya parakramam akuntha parakramam. That is Rama's. So akuntha parakramam means Rama's parakrama has no exception. That is, so there might be perhaps one situation in which Rama lost in a battle. So no, there is no such situation. Rama always wins. That's the idea of apradhrishya parakramam. Sarve lokapalaha upama yasya tam ramam. So Lokanathopamam means, so all the Lokapalas are the Upama. So Rama is like, so if you have to compare with Rama, the best you can do is you can compare him with the Lokapalakas. They have these Lokapalakas, Indra, etc. So you can say Rama is like, so somebody like them, like that you can say. So Upasamipe ma Lakshmihi Sita Rupa Yasya sa Upamaha. So Lokanatha Upamam. Upamam means he is telling, Upa Samipe. So this is Shiromanikara. You know Shiromanikara will bring in such things. So Upa Samipe Ma Lakshmihi Sita Rupa Yasya Saha Upamaha. So Lokapalascha Asau Upamascheti Samasaha. Tam Lakshmiya Bhogan Anubhavantam Ramam Medinyapi Natham Akamayata Swayamvarena Kanthe Malikam Datu Maichadityartaha. So he is bringing in some kind of other story. He is telling, so it seems is Prithvi. So Bhudevi saw that Rama is enjoying with Sita, like that I also want to enjoy with Rama. It seems she thought like that. So how did that meaning come? He is telling Upamam means Upa Samipe Ma Yasya. Ma means Lakshmi. Ma means Ma in Hindi, etc. We are saying Ma, but that Ma is Sanskrit Ma. Ma means Lakshmi Devi there. So Upa Samipe Ma Lakshmi Yasya. So he, by whose side Lakshmi is there, he is called Upamaha. So that Upamaha, he is Lokanatha and he is Upama also. Upamaha also. Lokanathascha asau Upamascha Lokanatho Tam, this Medini, that Lokanatho. Now Lokanatho. So far we have seen he for whom all the Lokanathas are an example. That is one way. Or you can say he who is a Lokanatha and he who is the consort of Sita Devi, that Rama, this Medini, kind of desired to be her lord also. So that meaning I don't like much, because Rama is Ekapatni Vrata. Such things you should not. So Rama is one person that you should not approach with such ideas. You will see, then you will become like Shurpanakha. Then Natham Akamayata Swayamvarena Kanthe Malikam Datum Aichet. So it seems that Medini thought, oh, that Sita Swayamvaram happened. Sita Devi got the opportunity to put one mala in his throat. So like on his neck rather. So on his neck she put a mala. I also want to put a mala around Rama. So it seems Medini thought it. Govinda Raja is telling Raja Rajya Shrantaha Parantapaha Shatru Samhara Vyagraha Dasharatha Chintam Manoratham Chakre. So this Raja Parantapaha. Now Dasharatha, two adjectives are used for Dasharatha here. Raja Dasharatha, Parantapaha Dasharatha. Now what is the meaning of these two? Raja here is shown to indicate that so for so many years he has borne the burden of this kingdom. That is Rajya Bharana Shrantaha. He is now tired of this ruling the kingdom for so many years. So that is the indication of Raja Dasharatha. And then Parantapaha shows that he is Shatru Samhara Vyagraha. So why is he tired? This Rajyam always means some Shatru will be there. You have to always be on the alert, guard your boundaries, such things. So he was always busy with that. Now he wanted some rest out of it. This is another point. It will come somewhere in this chapter itself, I think in the last. So why did Dasharatha hurry up the Pattabhisheka of Rama? In popular parlance, so many stories are said. So he didn't want Bharata to come quickly because then they build up that story that Bharata's grandfather took some word from Dasharatha that only my son born to Kaikeyi, only so the son born to Kaikeyi, only him you should make the king. All such stories, at least as far as I know, they are not there in Ramayana. Maybe in Uttarakanda also, I don't think they are there. Be that as it may. So even if that stories are there, Ikshvaku's that what should I say, that parampara will take precedence over your own ragadvesha. See, if you have made a promise just to marry somebody, then that is out of raga, it's not something that will stand in the court of dharma. Now be that we will see ahead, be that as it may. So that Raja Dasharatha, so Chintam Chakre, he started thinking. अथ राज्ञो बभूवैव वृद्धस्य चिरजीविनः प्रीतिरेषा कथं रामो राजास्यान् मयि जीवति. So this अथ राज्ञः so अथ राज्ञः बभूव so वृद्धस्य राज्ञः चिरजीविनः राज्ञः एषा प्रीतिः बभूव. That is, this Raja Dasharatha got this thought in his mind. What is the thought in his mind? So katham Ramaha Raja Syat, Mai Jivati katham Ramaha Raja Syat. He wanted that when he is alive itself, Rama has to become the king. That was his desire. Why suddenly he woke up to this desire one day? All that he himself will say in the next 2-3 chapters. He will tell the ministers, then he will tell Rama also. Why suddenly this hurry? He will say. So atha Rajnyaha Babhuvaiva Vruddhasya Chirajeevinaha. So Rajnyaha Esha Pritihi Babhuva. This Pritihi means here desire, you can say. This desire was born to that Raja. What kind of Raja he is? Vruddhasya Rajnyaha. He is very old. I told you, according to the story, Dasharatha is 60,000 years old. So that old Dasharatha now got this thought. Why now he got the thought? Because he thought Rama is of appropriate age, and then he sees some nimittas, etc. He has a bad nightmare the previous night. He wakes up to that. That's the idea. We will see all that. So Rajnyaha, Vriddhasya Rajnyaha, and then Chirajivinaha. Chirajivinaha means that Raja who has been living for very long. That very long is not enough. You would say very long he was living, because 60,000 years. Rajnyaha, Esha Pritihi, Esha Pritihi Babhuva. And what is that Priti? That Priti is Prakara. That is, that this is called, so this is called Abhinaya actually. You will see in Shankara's Bhashyams also that when he wants to sometimes demonstrate, this is called demonstration. Abhinaya means demonstration. He will say samsaris are like this, he will say, and then he will demonstrate how samsaris are. So this is my son, this is my wife, so this is my vittam. He will say like that, he will say. So but he will not say they will think like this. He will just say, so mama bharya, mama putraha, he will start telling like that. So that is called Abhinaya. Abhinaya is recognized as one of the pramanams by Bharata Muni, etc. They said Abhinaya itself is a pramana. I think I told this earlier. They say Abhinayam is a pramanam. How? Because the dancer on the stage, so she will not talk anything. She will just keep one mudra like this, and then you have to understand, oh, she is meaning Purna Chandra, she is telling by keeping like this. How did that meaning come? Because that mudra is the indicator to it. So that Abhinayam, etc., they accept as pramana. So we don't want to put, we accept only 6 pramanas and merge all these in the other things. Be that as may, this is called Abhinayam. He is displaying, demonstrating the chinta of Dasharatha. So Valmiki is demonstrating it. What is that chinta or priti of Dasharatha? Katham Mayi Jivati Ramaha Raja Syat. How will it be possible? So how can I make it possible that as even I am alive, Rama will be the king? So this is an indication to what is going to be said. So this is a nice occasion for me. I will tell you. You don't know the reason. I'm hoping you don't know the reason why Dasharatha suddenly woke up to this idea. So this is an indication to the story. That is Mai Jivati. He's already afraid of his death. That we will see later. So he will say, so he saw some nimittas. Some astrology Dasharatha knew. So according to some planetary combinations, he thought, we'll come to it. So yeah, it is the same vibhakti. So some planetary combination, suddenly he realized and he thought this is his time for his death has come. Therefore that Hari, that is what will be revealed later. But see, Valmiki is dropping the hint here. That is why we have to read very alertly, attentively. You have to read Valmiki, because he leaves those subtle hints. That's what he is doing here. Mai Jivati Ramaha Katham Rajasyat. Why this while I am alive context, why did it come? Because he is worried that he will die immediately. And then it turns out to be true also. So I will come to that. I have something to say. Maybe when I'm hoping to do this sarga today. We have been delaying it for very long. Let's see. So Katham Ramaha Mai Jivati Raja Syat. How will Rama, how can I see to it that Rama will be the king as even I am alive? So nobody is going to stop Rama. So as it is, nobody is going to stop anybody in the monarchy. Immediately the eldest son has to become the king. That is one thing. Secondly, Rama is anyway most dear to people. So nobody will stop Rama specifically also. Still his worry was his death was very imminent to him. That turns out to be true also, you know. So from the date of this Sankalpa, in the next 1 or 2 days, Dasharatha is going to die. So as even Rama goes to Ayodhya, to Vanavasam, Dasharatha will die immediately. In a few days, he is going to die. So he realizes that death is imminent. Now, commentators. So just for this sarga, I will go deeply into some commentaries because I have started. Otherwise, we will go as we saw in Balakanda. So this is 36th shloka, right? So Tilakakara. So Darshana Jayaishad Utkata Anirvachaniya Pritihi. So Darshanaja Esha it should be, I think. So Darshanaja Esha Atyutkata Anirvachaniya Pritihi. So Esha Pritihi is there, you know. Esha Pritihi, this Priti. So this Priti, when you say, it shows that it is an inexplicable Priti, that is inexplicable desire suddenly this Raja Dasharatha had. So Esha Pritihi means that inexplicable Priti suddenly. Chirajivinaha Bahukalam Palayataha Vriddhasya Jnanavayobhyam Adhikasya Rajnyaha. So yeah, so that is your question, right? Whether they are in the same vibhakti. Yeah, Chirajivinaha Dasharatha Vriddhasya Rajnyaha. Yeah, all are in Shashti vibhakti. Rajnyaha Pritihi. Like Ramasya Pustakam. So Rama's Pustaka. Like that, Raja's Priti, Raja's desire. So all the other two are the same vibhakti. That is how Samanadhikaran, that's how they become adjectives. For something to be adjective, it has to be in the same vibhakti. Chirajivinaha means Bahukalam Palayataha. So he who has been ruling for so long. That is the meaning of Chirajivi. See, because Vriddha and Chirajivi means the same thing. So you have to show some difference between both of them. Vriddha means he has aged out of number of years, and out of knowledge also he has aged. And Chirajivinaha means for so many years he has been ruling over the kingdom also. That Dasharatha. गोविंदराज अत्र कथम इत्युक्तिः कैकेयी वरदानकृत विघ्नशंका प्रतिसंधानेन. So this katham he is bringing in this story. Okay, so that is not that is all coming from some other Puranas. This Kaikeyi's father Varadanam all. Now so katham Ramaha Mai Jivati Rajasya, that katham, why did that katham come? How will Rama become the king when I am alive? Why did that question even come? It is apparent that Rama will be the king anyway. So but why did that katham, that fear of impossibility, why did it come? Because he remembered Kaikeyi's father Varadanam, etc. Now, so all that is, anyway, we will see later. Esha hyasya para pritir hridi samparivattate kada nama sutam drakshyam abhishiktam aham priyam. So Esha hyasya para pritihi. This itself is his highest priti, his desire. This is Dasharatha's highest desire, para pritihi. So hridi samparivartate, in his heart, this is the highest desire that Dasharatha was cherishing. What is that priti? Kada nama sutam drakshyami. So katha nama sutam drakshyami abhishiktam is drakshami abhishiktam aham priyam. Kada nama means how will it be possible? Kada nama priyam sutam abhishiktam aham drakshyami. How will I see, or when will I see this son of mine, this very dear son of mine? When will I see him so coronated as the prince or the king, whatever? So kada nama sutam abhishiktam aham drakshyami esha hyasya parapritihi hridi samparivartate. This is that extremely dear desire that Dasharatha has been cherishing in his heart, that how will I see my son being coronated immediately, quickly. So pritihi abhilasha tilakakara. See, I told you priti means desire. Parapritihi means atyabhilasha, the greatest desire that is there in Dasharatha's heart. Samparivartate means samyak avichinnam anuvartate. Samparivartate means samyak, totally, avichinnam parivartate. That is continuous desire of Dasharatha is that. So he is preoccupied with the desire. That is the idea of saying samparivartate. He could have just said parivartate. He could have just said vartate only. So why sampari? So sam means samyak. So he was preoccupied, parivartate, continuously. That was his thought. Samparivartate. Vruddhi kamo hi lokasya sarvabhutanukampakaha matta priyataro loke parjanya iva vrishtiman. So vruddhi kamo hi lokasya sarvabhutanukampakaha mattaha loke priyataraha. Here Dasharatha is giving a certificate to Rama. So that is he is vruddhi kamaha. So lokasya vruddhi kamaha. Vruddhi means here, vruddhi means how to put it in English? Vruddhi means, so you can say yogakshema. So the welfare of the people, lokasya vruddhihi Ramaha kamayati. Therefore Ramaha lokasya vruddhi kamaha. Rama is somebody who desires the vruddhi of people. Vruddhi means well-being, welfare. Sarva bhutanukampakaha. He is somebody who is very anukampa, you can say. So this kampa means, so compassion is kampa. Anukampa, you can say empathy. Today people say don't have sympathy, have empathy. They say something like that. Empathy is you kind of feel for them. So that is this anukampa. You can say that way. Empathy. Sarva bhutanukampakaha. Rama was empathetic towards, sarva bhuta means towards all living beings. So he was empathetic towards all living beings. And then that is Dasharatha is telling Rama is like that. He is sarva bhutanukampakaha. Somebody who is empathetic towards all living beings. And he is somebody who desires the welfare of all beings. So lokasya vruddhi kamaha. And then mattaha priyataraha loke. So Rama, so people love Rama more than me. Priyataraha. Mattaha priyataraha means, so priyataraha is comparative degree. So Rama is more priya to people than even me. Mattaha priyataraha loke parjanya iva vrishtiman. So this is upama he is giving. So like Rama, so parjanyaha iva vrishtiman parjanyaha iva. So like that Vrishtiman Parjanyaha means rain bearing cloud. Parjanya means cloud. Vrishtiman Parjanyaha. Vrishti means rain. So literal translation. So very nice. Vrishtiman Parjanyaha. Rain bearing cloud. Literal translation and correct also. Vrishtiman Parjanyaha iva. Like even rain bearing cloud is lokasya vriddhi kamaha. That rain bearing cloud, if it rains, then there will be vegetation, etc. Crops will grow, people will get food, and then there will be vriddhi. So that vrishtiman parjanyaha is lokasya vriddhi kamaha. And sarvabhutanukampakaha. Sarvabhutanukampakaha means that parjanya has no has no, what should I say, has no bheda, that I will shower only on such people, I will not shower on such people. No, if it is there, it will shower on everybody under it. Sarva bhutanukam, my mother keeps telling. So nallar oruvar. So and then something else. So there is 1%, and then so that maya, so rain falls for that 1%, but it benefits everybody. That's the idea. Sarva bhutanukampakaha. That is, that parjanya is also like that. What I'm trying to show is it is the most apt simile you can give. That's the idea. Mattaha priyataraha loke. So this mattaha you forget, priyataraha loke. Everybody. So if rain comes, everybody welcomes it. You know. So especially in a tropical country like India, if it rains, it has to rain properly. If it's too much rain, like we had floods, etc. recently, that is of course not desirable. But appropriate amount of rain is welcomed by everybody. Therefore, like parjanyaha vrishtiman parjanyaha iva, Ramopi has all these gunas. Now these people have not much to say on 38, 39. Tilakakara has not much to say. Abhishekopayogi guna. Yes, sarvabhutanukampakaha, sarvabhuta vishayaka dayavan, ataiva lokasya sarvajanasya vriddhi kamaha, ataiva vrishtiman parjanya. So here he is giving a karya karana relationship for all these gunas. So he is, Rama is sarvabhutanukampakaha. Rama is extremely compassionate towards all beings. Therefore he is lokasya vriddhi kamaha. Therefore he desires the welfare of all people, and therefore he is extremely dear to people. So sarvanukampakaha. Therefore lokasya vriddhi kamaha. Therefore so loke priyataraha Ramaha. Like rain bearing cloud. Purvam priyataratva muktam Govinda Raja is telling atra tadhetu gunavattaratva muchyate. Yamashakra samas next shloka. Pratyekam samyanarhatvad yamashakre, very beautiful. Okay, so next shloka, yamashakropamo virye brihaspati samo mato mahidhara samo dhrityam mattascha gunavattaraha. So Rama is somebody who is more dear than me to people. Rama is somebody who has more gunas than me. Dasharatha is telling mattascha gunavattaraha. Mattaha gunavattaraha cha. Like earlier he said mattaha priyataraha. Now he is telling mattaha gunavattaraha cha. So Rama, so gunavattaraha, again that taraha is superlative degree. Gunavattaraha means he who has more gunas than me, that Rama. So why is he extremely dear to people? Because so that is the hetu he is giving here. He is telling. So Yama Shakropamaha Virye. So Govinda Raja is telling. So Rama's prowess, you cannot put 1%. So you cannot say Rama's prowess is like Yama or Rama's prowess is like Indra Shakra. You combine both of them. So that is the combined strength this Rama has. Yama Shakra Samaha Virye Brihaspati Samaha Matau. So now you should ask me immediately. Already he is saying this. Earlier already he said Brihaspati Samaha Buddhya. So Virye Shachipatihi Iva. So what is it again? Why is he saying? Why is Valmiki saying again? Once he is saying there, once he is saying here. So the idea is, so this thought just came to me by Rama's grace. So I am telling you. So earlier Valmiki gave a description. Now Dasharatha is thinking about Rama. So that is the difference between there and now. Earlier were in Shloka 32. Now in Shloka 39, this is Dasharatha's estimate. That's why he is adding, you know. So father is biased towards his son perhaps out of his love. So he says Rama's prowess is equal to Yama and Shakra together. Whereas Valmiki, when he has to assess, he said Rama's prowess is like Shakra. You can take it that way. Yama Shakra Samaha Virye Brihaspati Samaha Matau. Same thing in Buddhi, in his Buddhi Kushalata, in his intelligence, etc. He is like Brihaspati, and in Virya he is Yama and Shakra combined. Dasharatha is telling. Valmiki said he is like Shakra. Mahidhara Samaha Dhrityam. Dhrityam Mahidhara Sama. Mahidhara is Parvata, I think. So yeah, Mahidhara is Parvata. So Mahidhara Samaha Dhrityam. Dhriti, I think Dhriti is resolved. So in his resolve, he is like that Parvata. The idea is, so one huge rain deluge will be happening, but that Parvata will be standing like that. It has resolved that I will be here, then it will be. So for every small thing, not looking for excuses to make a compromise on your pratigna. Parvata is not like that. Rama is also not like that. If he has taken up a task, he will achieve it no matter what. So Mahidhara Samaha. So he is equal to Parvata Mahidhara. In what? In Dhrityam. Dhrityam Mahidhara Samaha. Mattaha Gunavattarascha. So he is Mattaha Priyataraha, Mattaha Gunavattarascha. महीम अहमिमां कृत्स्नाम् अधितिष्ठन्तमात्मजम् अनेन वयसा दृष्ट्वा यथा सर्वम् अवाप्नुयाम्. So imam mahim aham imam kritsnam mahim aditishtantam atmajam anena vayasa drishtva yatha swargam avapnuyam. That is, how or when will I see my son ruling over this kingdom? And anena vayasa means, so anena vayasa can mean two things. Anena vayasa literally means in this age itself. So that is, in the 60,000 years old age me, when will I see? That is, he has this worry of death being imminent. That's the idea. So quickly I have to see. I don't have so much time. Anena vayasa drishtva swargam avapnuyam. So yatha swargam avapnuyam. That is, having seen, my only desire is I have to see Rama being coronated as the king, and then I want to go to heaven. Okay, yatha swargam avapnuyam. So mahim aham means Dasharatha. So aham imam mahim kritsna mahim. Kritsna means so completely. Kritsna means complete mahi. That is the entire earth. So Ikshvakunam yam bhumihi. So this bhumi belongs to Ikshvakus, you know. So Ikshvakus, so they are the rulers of the entire earth. So he's telling kritsnam mahi. So imam kritsnam mahim aditishtantam. Aditishtantam means somebody who is ruling over this entire earth. So kritsnam mahim aditishtantam atmajam. Atmajam means somebody who is born out of me. Atmajam, that is son. Atmajam imam mahi kritsnam mahim aditishtantam anena vayasa drishtva. So anena vayasa drishtva means in this old age itself I want to see. That is one meaning. I told you two meanings. So the second meaning is, as even I am alive I should see. So at this age at least I should get that bhagyam of looking at Rama being coronated. Or while I am alive itself, I want to see Rama being coronated. This desire doesn't happen. So obviously you know. So this desire doesn't fructify. Anena vayasa drishtva aham swargam yatha avapnuyam. So yatha swargam avapnuyam means, so yatha always indicates, so as is the rule. That is, now it's time for me to give up all these and then think about swarga, etc. Afterlife I have to think about. So now is the time. That is the yatha swargam avapnuyam. That is in a proper order, proper procedure to go to Swarga, I have to think about now. Anena vayasa means vardhakena. Tilakakara is telling yatha swargam means yatha kalam yatha yogyam va swargam avapnuyam iti. Yatha swargam avapnuyam means, so Swarga that is appropriate for me. That is the meaning Tilakakara is giving. So yatha swargam avapnuyam means yatha yogyam, the Swarga that I am eligible for. So by our punya karma, each of us are eligible for different kinds of swarga, they say. So one swarga that is called Virya Swarga. Person who a warrior who dies in a battlefield goes to Virya Swarga. Somebody else go to some other swarga. So yatha yogyam, the swarga that I deserve, and yatha kalam also, for the duration that I deserve. So swarga is not the ultimate, right? So kshine punye matyalokam vishanti. After your punya account is exhausted, you have to come down. Exhausted means not zero. When your punya account is just about, let's say, a little amount is left over, at that time itself it seems from heaven they will push you down, and how much punya is left in your stock, that will determine what janma you will take later. So kshine punye means when punya is almost exhausted, you should take that way. Anyway, yatha kalam yatha yogyam swargam means swarga that is appropriate for me and for a duration that I am eligible. I hope I will attain that swarga, having seen my son Atmajam, my son Rama. Kritsnam was mahim imam mahim kritsnam aditishtantam drishtva. Having seen him, I hope I will get that swargaloka. That is the idea. Ityevam. So Govinda Raja, yatha swargam means swasadrisham swasukritanurupam swargam. That is what is yatha swargam. We have seen yatha yogya. Yatha swargam yatha bhuta swargam. Yes tvaya saha saswargaha ityukta Rama saundaryanubhavaha swargam ityartha. So yatha swargam means yatha bhuta swargam. That is the real swargam. When will I get? So yatha swargam avapnuyam. So Dasharatha is telling, seeing Rama coronated itself is swarga for me. So having seen, if I see Rama ruling over this world, then that itself is like swarga for me. When will I get that swarga sukham? That is what Dasharatha is praying for. Govinda Raja is telling. इत्येवं विविधैस्तैस्तैरन्यपार्थिवदुर्लभैः शिष्टैरपरिमेयैश्च लोके लोकोत्तमैर्गुणैः. So in my book aparimayaischa is there, it is wrong. So if in your books it is there, you can correct it. Shishtaihi aparimeyaischa, may it should be, not ma. इत्येवं विविधैः तैस्तैरन्यपार्थिवदुर्लभैः गुणैः लोकोत्तमगुणैः is there, you know that गुणैः you should bring all. So iti evam gunaihi. So in this way, so evam gunaihi, so yuktaha is not there, you have to add that yuktaha here. So that Rama, who is endowed with such gunas, vividhaihi, vividhaihi means, so vividha means, v means variety, so vividha means varieties, whatever. So variety of gunas Rama has. We have seen in 33 34 shlokas, we have seen different gunas that Rama has. Vidhaihi taistaihi gunaihi means by each of those gunas Rama is shining. That is the idea. Taistaihi gunaihi anya parthiva dullabhaihi. Rama's gunas are something that are not easy to acquire, but still you should aspire. I told you, so Rama's gunas are enumerated for what? Not to praise, oh Rama is so great. Rama's gunas are enumerated so that we take inspiration and try to implement at least one. Begin to try to implement at least one. So slowly it will happen. Pujya Swamiji used to say, fake it and make it. So how did you learn swimming? You faked as though you know swimming. You kind of make the strokes in the water as though you know swimming, and then eventually that is the way you learn swimming. So fake it and make it, he used to say. So like that. So you fake as though you behave as though you have those gunas. Eventually those gunas become natural to you. Why? Because that is your swabhava itself. Only thing is your ajnanam is covering those gunas from expressing. So Atma being what it is, your Swarupa being what it is, these gunas are but the natural expression of that Atma in a societal context or in the interaction context with people. This is how that Satchidananda expresses itself. But Ajnanam is covering it, therefore you are not able to express those gunas. For Rama it is natural because he is a Jnani. We can also aspire to be in that way. So you kind of act as though you have those gunas already, and then naturally it comes to you. So that is why those gunas have been enumerated, but then they are not easy to acquire. That's why he's telling Anya Parthiva Durlabhaihi. These gunas are not something that other kings can easily acquire. Other kings only can't acquire means where from we can acquire. That's the idea. They are very difficult to acquire. Still make an effort. Don't give up. So Shishtaihi aparimeyaischa. So they are Shishtaihi gunaihi, you can say. So those gunas are which are very gentlemanly gunas, Shishta gunas they are, you can say, or you can say Shishtaihi aparimeyahi. So those gunas are something that even Shishta Purushas, even people who are given to such a conduct in life, even they cannot measure the depth or the vastness of Rama's Gunavatta. That is, so some Satyavadi might be there, but if he looks at Rama's life, he will also think, oh, so much Satyavadi Rama was. I'm not sure if I can be like that in my life, something like that. So Rama's gunas are like that, that even Shishtas here you can take people who are already given to such a life of virtues, even they will think Rama's virtuous life is so difficult to lead. That is Shishtaihi aparimeyaischa gunaihi. Aparimeya means so you cannot measure it. You cannot kind of you cannot measure. You cannot say. So this is how deep Rama's gunas are. You cannot say. Shishtaihi aparimeyaischa gunaihi loke lokottamaihi gunaihi yuktam. That is coming in the next line and in the next shloka. Loke lokottamair gunaihi. He is in the loka, but his gunas are lokottara gunas. So they are lokottama gunas. So they are, he is in the loka, and then all the best gunas that he has, he can take. So another patha is there, Govinda Raja's patha, that is lokottarehi gunaihi. He is in the loka, but his gunas are alaukika. So immediately, so he being a Vishishtadvaiti, his idea is to show that Bhagavan's gunas are Ananta Kalyana Guna Gana Sampannaha Bhagavan, whereas we are not Ananta Gunas first of all, and not all Kalyana Gunas. We have some Akalyana Gunas also. Some Kalyana Gunas are also there. That is why Loke Lokottaraihi Gunaihi. So Govinda Raja has taken. Anyway, Loke Lokottamaihi Gunaihi means Rama is in the world, and all the best qualities that you can have in this world, that Rama has. Then immediately you can go to 10th chapter of Gita. So Vibhuti Yoga, you know, Rama, so Ishvara is the Vibhuti that we see Ashwatha Sarva Vrikshana. When he says, as soon as you see Ashwatha Vriksha, then you are seeing Ishvara only. Swamiji says, so So in Bhagavad Gita class back then I remember, so people ask, we don't see God, etc. Go and show him an Ashwatha Vriksha. So Ashwatha is banyan tree, I think, right? So you go and see that banyan tree, that is only Ishvara. So Rasoham Apsu Kaunte, I keep telling this very nicely, just to make impact. So for some people I say, so we are very thirsty, we stop on the road, have some glass of sugarcane juice, then I tell, see, how is the feeling now? The sugarcane juice, it's very thirst quenching, very beautiful, etc. So Rama Nama is much beautiful than that, I tell. Or so suppose you are very thirsty and you drink some water, there is some shanti, so I say, you see, how did that water get the thirst quenching capacity? That thirst quenching capacity of water is Ishvara only. Krishna says, Rasoham Apsu Kaunteya. Hey Kaunteya, hey Arjuna, Apsu means in waters, I am the rasa. That is, I am the thirst quenching capacity of water. I am that. So Ashwatha Sarvarukshanam, all those different things in this earth itself, you can see the best is always Ishvara. In that sense, Loke Lokottamaihi Gunaihi. The best is always Ishvara means what about the rest? Are they worst? No. So best is Ishvara, rest is also Ishvara, but then it's easy for us to concentrate on our mind on the best. Therefore, Vibhuti Yoga has stated all that. So if you see the Bhashyam there, it will be very clear. Loke Lokottamaihi Gunaihi Yuktaha Ramaha. For now, you take that much. In the next shloka, you will see 42nd shloka also and then finish today. Tam Samiksha Tada Raja Yuktam. Oh, these people, what are they saying? So 41 Lokottamaptvena Prasiddhaihi Gunaihi Upalakshitam Ramam. So very nicely. So Rama is somebody, you cannot describe him that he is like this or like that, but you can describe, see, in this world there are some Lokottama gunas are there. Then you can say, suppose you ask somebody who is Rama, you cannot tell Rama's greatness, but you can say, you see, you know that guna, Satyavachanam guna, Rama is a Satyavadi. You can say like that. Various gunas you can use as pointers towards Rama, but you cannot strictly explain his greatness. So Loke Lokottamaihi Gunaihi. Then Samuditaihi Naradadivihi Varnitaihi Shishtaihi Avashishtaischa Gunaihi Uttam. So the Shishtaihi means, so Shishtaihi means remaining. He is giving this Shiromani Kara's meaning. Shishtaihi Gunaihi Yuktam Ramam. That is Rama. So Shishtaihi Gunaihi means, so far Valmiki has said so many, but something might be left over. So those leftover gunas are also there in Rama. That is the meaning of Shishta. Shishta there means Avashishta. Remainder, we say, that remainder gunas, whatever has been said and whatever has been left over, that leftover gunas also Rama has. So Samuditaihi Gunaihi, where is it there in the shloka? I don't see Samuditaihi Gunaihi in the shloka, but he is saying Samuditaihi Naradadivihi Varnitaihi. Be that as it may, Govinda Raja Shishtaihi Uktavyatirikta Saushilyadhivihi. So Shishtaihi, even Govinda Raja is taking the same meaning as Shiromani Kara and saying Shishtaihi, the leftover gunas. What is the leftover guna? Saushilyam. So there is one Ramanujacharya's, it's called Shriranga Gadyam. So if you listen to Shriranga Gadyam or read it, so there he will say various gunas of Bhagavan. So Saushilya and so Gambhirya, like that. He gives a list of gunas that Bhagavan has. Those gunas, from there you have to check. If something has been said here, okay, put a tick. Something might be left over, those also you add. Saushilyam means approachability. That is the idea. Saushilyam. Or Saushilyam, maybe Saushilyam means so very soft nature. That is Rama's nature. Rama himself will say later to Lakshmana, Mrudurhi Paribhuyate. I have been very soft all my life and people have always taken advantage of me, he will say. Anyway, so Shishtaihi Aparimeyaischa Gunaihi Yuktaha Rama. Now, Shishtaihi शिष्टास्त्वपरिमेया इति भावः. Okay, लोके लोकोत्तरैः लोके कुत्रापि एवं लोकोत्तर गुणा न सन्ति इत्यर्थः. Samuditaihi Gunaihi is there. Is it there in the shloka? I can't find it. These people are saying Samuditaihi. So iti evam vividhaistaistaranyer parthivadullabhai shishtair aparimeyaischa loke lokottamair guna. It's not there. So these Samuditaihi Gunaihi. Sorry?
It is there in the next verse.
Next verse. Tam Samiksha Tada Raja Yuktam Samuditair Gunaihi. Samuditair Gunaihi, Shiromani Kara said, Naradadivihi Varnitaihi. So Samuditaihi means Samyak Uditaihi. That Uditaihi you can say Varnitaihi. They have been described very nicely. Samyak Uditaihi, very nicely described. By whom? Narada, etc. In the first Sarga of Balakanda we saw in 100 shlokas Narada spoke about Rama. So all those gunas are there. Or Govinda Raja is telling Samuditaihi means Swabhavikaihi Shubhaihi Gunaihi. So Samuditaihi, Samyak Uditaihi, or samuditaihi means naturally they are born to Rama. That is samuditaihi gunaihi yuktaha Ramaha tam samiksha tada raja yuktam samuditair gunaihi nishchitya sachivai sardham yavarajyam amanyatha. So sachivaihi sardham nishchitya, he decides along with his sachivas, ministers, and then he thinks. Amanyata means he comes to the conclusion that Rama should become the Yuvaraja. Tam samikshya tada raja yuktam samuditair gunaihi. Tam Ramam, tam evam guna sampannam Ramam, samikshya, having seen. Samiksha means having examined. So he saw that Rama has all these great gunas. Tada, therefore, thereafter, Raja. So samuditaihi gunaihi yuktam tam samiksha, that Rama, who is endowed with all these gunas, that Raja samiksha, having examined, sachivai sardham nishchitya, having consulted all his sachivas, his ministers. We saw eight ministers Dasharatha had, so all of them he consulted, and then Yavarajyam amanyatha, he decided that Rama should be the Yuvaraja. That declaration he has made up in his mind. Then he will call for all the kings from various deshas, because all those Samanta Rajas have to be informed, he will call all of them and make the announcement. That all that we will see in the next in tomorrow's satsanga. Okay, we will stop for here. 42nd verse, there is nothing to add from the commentary here. I already said Samuditaihi is Shiromani Kara and Govindaraja's commentary. I told you Samuditaihi means Samyak Naradadivihi Varnitaihi or Swabhavajaihi Gunaihi, Swabhavikaihi Gunaihi. So 42nd verse is as though over now. So tam Samuditaihi Gunaihi Yuktam Ramam Raja Dasharathaha tada samikshya, having examined, sachivaihi sardham nishchit. Sardham means so along with sachiva. Sachivaihi sardham means along with the sachiva's ministers. Nishchitya, having come to the conclusion, then Yavarajyam amanyata, he has decided that Rama should become the Yuvaraja. He has made up that resolve. So tam samiksha tada raja yuktam samuditair gunaihi nishchitya sachivai sardham Yavarajyam amanyata. So we are ending on a nice note where Rama has been declared as Yuvaraja, as declared as the king, as though itself. So because Dasharatha is going to say, I'm going to retire, we should also make up Rama the king of our lives. So king of our lives means, so yatha raja tatha praja, making Rama the king of our lives means what? It can mean two things. One is to take Sharanagati under Rama, that is also very nice. And then making Rama our king means making Rama the ideal of our lives. And then like Rama behaved, we should also try and behave in the same way in this world. So we will stop at this note and then start from 43rd shloka tomorrow. Om yatra yatra raghunatha kirtanam tatra tatra kritamastakaanjalim bashpavari paripurnalochanam marutim namata rakshasantakam. Om purnamadav purnamidam purnat purnamudachyate purnasya purnamadaya purnameva avashishyate. Om shanti shanti shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om Tat Sat. Shri Ramarpanastu. So if you have anything to ask.